Welcome to the Underdogs podcast. Strap yourselves in for 1 hour of unrivaled audio entertainment. Featuring HopCat.
Sophie likes me in this shirt, but I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. Be insecure.
I like it.
Z.
I think I might have kidney stones.
What?
Oh,
Pocket One.
I drink enough water, so I'm all good. I also like Pokemon. Am I right?
And Director Cogger.
I was going to talk about how much water I drank, and then it really just took a wrong turn.
No.
So now we've all talked about water, except for Peter.
I got to clarify. So I don't think I've got them, but I think I'm very at risk of getting them. So I got to do a lifestyle change.
Definitely.
I don't drink anywhere near enough
Isn't water the main thing?
And I have a whole bunch of like Pepsi
Drinking,
Max.
yeah,
and
drink
shit.
too much sugar and
The
stuff.
caffeine drinks also, like energy drinks are the absolute worst.
Do
Yeah,
girls
but-
get kidney stones, but it's not as bad?
Yeah, they just pop them out, right? Well, they got a bigger opening.
It's true,
Guys,
right?
you got to push like a marble through your urethra.
Yeah,
Fuck
girls
that
also
shit.
pee out their urethra, right?
Oh yeah, but like there's a bigger opening.
I
Is
think
it
it's just a
still?
shorter tube, so you have less painful places to push through. Anyway, this podcast took a turn really early. But speaking of the kidney stones, though, someone who was like a workmate of a friend, I think they got kidney like failure
Oh.
at age 30 because they'd have like multiple Red Bulls a day for years.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Jesus
Oh,
Cut it out. I've got
Christ.
rid of it. I feel sick when I have a Red Bull.
So
now.
yeah, maybe
Water.
make that lifestyle change if that's something you're worried about.
For me, it's just the water. I need more water. What are the best ways to drink more
No,
water?
well, also the drinks. You've ignored the
Yeah.
Red Bulls as well.
Yeah, but I'll try to cut back on them. But the main issue,
Honestly-
I believe, is the water.
you know what you should get?
Camelback.
Oh, here it is.
Your Camelback.
Camelback, that'll make sense in like 6 weeks.
Yeah,
For the
probably longer.
video.
But
If you
you
did
should
have that
actually get
always
one.
on, though.
It's really good.
Yeah?
I drink like 6 liters of water a day.
Do you put it? Do you put it under your shirt
I did. I wanted
for
to
a
wear
bit
it
more
to
like incognito?
I wanted to
For
wear
our-
it to Woolworths, but you look like a humpback.
Audio
Really?
listeners,
Yeah.
Camelback is like a drink bottle that you... a drink bottle backpack with a tube,
Yes.
right?
That hikers use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And
what
me.
about one of them drink hats?
Yeah.
That would work.
Couple water bottles instead
I think
of beers.
anything. For me, I drink the most water if it's nearby.
Yeah, if you have a big water bottle, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get a giant water bottle. Especially if it's like a litre, then you just know you need to drink 2, and then you're
Oh,
good.
get one of one of them mini fridges. Put it up in my studio. Maybe I could get sponsored by Red Bull. Oh fuck!
You know what, Zach? You know what?
The Red Bull fridges are epic. Yeah.
Do you think that you don't have like a large thirst for water through the day just by nature or because you're drinking all these other things?
That's what I was going to say, because I used to definitely always drink easily enough water, but then recently I started drinking coffee more, and I've realized I'm not drinking enough water anymore.
Even though it dehydrates you technically or some shit, but because you're having a liquid,
Yeah.
you're having less water. So I reckon by reducing these other drinks, you'll want water
100%.
more.
Also, if you
Wow.
drink 2 liters of water a day for 2 weeks, you'll want water. I
Really?
can't get through the day anymore now without drinking
This
water.
has got to be, you know how we used to have the goals of changing things for the next week?
Yeah.
Water.
Should we assign we have to drink 2 liters of water a day and measure it out?
That's
It's
that's
really
pretty
easy,
yeah.
but I would like to do this as well.
See, my problem is I'll be like 2 liters, easy. I'll drink 4 250ml glasses in the morning and 4 at night. But that's not the way you're meant to drink
Why don't you
water.
just fill up a
No,
bottle
isn't
in
that the
morning?
natural way?
No,
That's what animals
Nah.
do, don't
you're
they?
not supposed to drink it all at once.
The
It's better to
lake.
space it out.
Head on down to the watering hole.
Have you guys ever heard the, like, I say inverted commas, fact that you're not meant to drink while you're eating?
Yeah, no, that's
You're
true.
not, or you are?
You're not meant to. You're meant to just, like, have one at a time.
Why do you say fact like that?
It's
Well,
a fact.
because who did I hear this from? Like,
Oh, right,
my
you don't
mum?
know. You
Like,
don't wanna
it's
get-
not. It's not a verified fact.
You don't want to get quoted on someone's paper again.
It could be a factoid, but it may very well be true. But
Yeah,
it's one of
okay.
those things where trying to find the actual source of who said this originally
Yeah.
is virtually impossible.
Have
so
you
that's why
tried
it's a
to
factoid.
look for it?
No, but like, if I found it, it'd just be a bunch of websites saying, "Yep, that's true." I'm like,
Yeah.
who told you? And they're like, "This website." Then you go to that one, and then
You're
it's
just
like,
infinitely going in circles
I
that
see.
someone told someone.
it's like the. You know
I've
those-
heard that mentioned once about the water and food thing, but I need water with my food, otherwise I'm dying. I'm like,
What,
Yeah.
you're like a professional eater? Where they like guzzle down their hot dogs and drink in between so they can be like...
yeah, that's me every time.
They turn into like mush in their mouth.
Every
can't-
meal Jordan has is 40 hot dogs.
does not surprise me. It's
Selling
it's
water.
optimal
I eat
or
once a
some shit.
month.
You're
Intermittent
like
eating.
a cold-blooded reptile. You just go hibernate.
What is the most food you guys have ever eaten? I reckon I got close when I was in New Zealand and we went to this buffet. Buffet's the fucking worst.
I
It's
don't
the
eat a lot
best.
at a buffet.
I can't
you
do
guys?
it. No,
No,
I
I
can't
don't.
do it.
I was talking about it recently and it was an expensive buffet, which for the first thing you're like, oh, get your money's worth. It's a different mindset. Well, Apparently not for you guys. 'Cause I'm just,
We all struggle with putting weight on though.
Yeah, the three
We're
of
all
us,
the
yeah.
opposite.
Yeah, we all have
Oh,
low
okay.
appetites. We all
Let me
have
s-
small appetites.
Let me finish this story
Big
about how
cocks.
much I ate at the buffet. No, but they got like the veal, the lamb,
do.
the beef, the chicken, the steak, and you're like, oh, I'll have one of everything. Just like a little bit, and then
Yeah.
it adds up and it adds up.
I don't like hodgepodge eating. I don't know about you guys.
What's a hodgepodge?
What's
Is that
like
eating a
a little
lot?
bit of
Just-
everything.
no, eating a bunch of random shit. I'd rather
Oh,
eat
I love
a
it.
lot of one thing.
No
That's why you get
way.
fucking pasta so often. It's the most amount of the samest thing.
The most I ate once was 8 bowls of pasta in one sitting.
You
That was
didn't eat
fucked.
8
I did.
bowls.
Sometimes I would say every month, I have this super appetite. I think my body's like, all right, let's get
It's
it done.
time.
I've witnessed one of these actually.
Yeah.
Jackson got 2 large meals from Pasta Cup.
I remember that.
And a
That's
large-
insane.
A large from Pasta Cup, if you put it into bowls, is probably 2 heaped bowls.
Yeah.
And you had 2 large.
So I would have
that's
had
like,
4 bowls.
Yeah.
And this other day I had 8. It was crazy. Everyone was clapping. It
It's
was
like,
nuts.
it's like planetary alignment. It only happens
Yeah, I
once
don't know what
every
it is.
few
Guinness
Where
World
were
Record
you?
came in.
I want to say, where were you? Where you had access to this much pasta?
We went down south with a bunch of people, and like you know how you just like, all right, what should we have night one? Pasta. 'Cause
Oh,
it's easy.
yeah, yeah,
And it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
a
Massive
huge pot of pasta, so I
Yeah.
just kept going.
And then
Right.
it's like,
Jesus.
oh, we're going to have to bring so much pasta
Yeah.
home. Jackson comes in, like, cracking his fingers.
Wouldn't have thought so.
Never fear.
Yeah, have you ever seen one of those things where someone's undercated?
Yeah.
It's always overdone. It's like, all right, so we got 20 people, and they're each gonna have like this much and this much, and then 10 people like, oh, I kind of got my own thing already.
Yeah.
And then 10 people have like a tiny bowl, and then you're just like, I was having a bit of garlic bread. You're like, oh no.
You know what the problem is?
Go on.
Well, I'm not going to say women.
All right, that's
Sounds
it.
like you're about to
That's
say
it.
women's.
so.
That's it for this week, I think, guys.
I've been along for the ride on a shopping trip
Mm.
before we went up to... Peter went there.
Mm-hmm.
So I went with Maddie and one of our mutual friends, Sarah. We were all going up to this holiday house. There were about 20 people.
Yep.
And I went along for the shopping trip of like... And then just listening
That
to
was seriously
Maddie...
overcated.
Listening to Maddie and Sarah talk about how many things they need. Oh, and you need nowhere near. They're like, okay, so we'll get some bread. How many loaves of bread do we need for 20 people? And they're like, probably like 6. And I'm like, each loaf has like 20 slices. Like, but there were like even more ridiculous things. I think we got 6 jars of pasta sauce and like 6 boxes of pasta. And there was just this huge cauldron. I reckon we ate a quarter of it.
Yeah.
You
And
needed
that
me.
was
You
feed-
should have invited me.
That was feeding everyone. But then it's like,
Jesus.
and that's only one thing. And then they go like, oh, well, of course we need a cheese board. And then they like keep going and they're like, oh, of course we need eggs. Oh, what should we do for the fry up? Eggs, bacon, mushrooms, artichokes,
6
bread and-
slices of bread each.
And I was there like, just get bacon, eggs, and bread,
Yeah.
and everyone will be happy with
Yep.
that.
Bacon,
No
egg
one's going to be
sandwich.
asking, oh, where's the mushrooms?
Yeah,
Where's
exactly.
the artichokes?
Well,
No,
me and-
sorry, I meant asparagus, not artichokes.
Right.
I liked
Just
artichokes.
real quick on this one before we move on from this. I think it's the social thing of everyone's embarrassed to do too little and too much is like fine, but I don't agree. You know what I mean? Like if someone runs out of something, they're gonna feel so like embarrassed if they're hosting, but I don't give a fuck. I don't know. It's just
Bring your own shit.
yeah.
bitch.
I don't care. I don't know. People think it's like embarrassing something. But
I think you go to one thing where there's not enough food, and you're like, oh, jeez, this was grim.
That's not going to be me.
that never happens.
I've been to something once, and they were just like so embarrassed, and the people were like, oh, is there any more food? It's like, no. And then it just gets a bit awkward. Then people are like, should I go
Oh.
and get food? And you can imagine this.
yeah,
Oh,
that would be
God.
much
That's
worse.
way worse than having too much food.
But even just
I bought 20 cheese wheels.
even just sometimes like hanging out with like my mates from like high school or something, if they're coming over or like
Yeah.
usually they just come over and we'll hang out, maybe order pizza or something.
Yeah.
But then after I'd met Holly, did the same thing. She's like, so do you want me to go to the shops? And I'm like, what? She's like,
For having people over.
yeah. She's like, what are we gonna get them? I'm like, what are you talking
Oh, and I
about?
quite like this now. I'm into this. now.
Oh, well, yeah, it's just nicer, isn't it? But
Yeah.
it never even occurred to
Nah.
me. And she's like, you're a psycho. Like, what are you just getting?
No, you impress
getting
your
the
friends. You pull
quiches,
the,
getting
yeah,
everything.
You pull something out of the
Now,
cupboard.
if we're going to someone's house, she's like, oh, what are we going to get to take there? I'm like, what are you on about?
Yeah, it's like, when do they bring me food?
I can see why you've never had a housewarming because it's a fucking ordeal, man.
Yeah, man.
No, like your housewarming, Jackson.
Yep.
We just had the people over.
Yep.
Hung out for a bit. Had what 2 beers.
Yep.
Walked to a restaurant.
Yep.
No,
No, there was
They had
cheese.
cheese
There
balls.
was
They did
cheese.
have
It wasn't a. Oh,
No, it was a very small cheese
it was
board.
nice.
It was-
but
it
it
wasn't
wasn't.
But there was
it had
cheese.
My famous invention, the little signs that you stick on cheese.
Your famous invention,
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah, that was good when you came
Yeah.
up with that. Yeah.
But I don't know. Becoming an ordeal is maybe the reason why you haven't done it yet.
Nah, I think I'm just lazy.
Guys in the comments,
Oh, wait, I
if you
guess
want to
that's
get
the same
invited to Jordan's housewarming, leave a comment.
So do I.
I'll send you his address. Yeah, so do we. We're all on board.
I'm going to be commenting frame 1.
Dude, I'm worried that there's a kid out there who knows my address. I don't know if I should tell this story. But I was doing my classic letter drop. I don't know if you guys remember, but
Yeah, I
Holly,
know.
her dad who has a gardening
Yep.
business, I like dropping off letters, walking around, and there's
you
a
still
kid.
do that?
Yeah, I do it once
What?
a week. Yeah, if
You
you
have like everyone's dream job.
Dude,
and
it's
you're
his chill
delivering
time.
letters.
it's true.
This is
It
chill time.
He's
resets
getting
my
paid
week.
to go for a walk.
Yeah, I like it.
It's his only time out of the house with the missus. Am I
Oh,
right?
no. Holly, I love you. Already bashed twice. But yeah, I saw this kid out the front, like clearly waiting to go to school, and he was like, Poppet, what? I was like, oh, hey, man.
So you came out of your house and saw him?
No. So I'm doing it. He came out of
Oh,
his
yeah.
house. He was probably waiting out the front for his mum to take him to school. I
Wait, so
think.
you know where the kid lives, or he knows where you
Well,
live?
I know where he lives now, I guess.
Why is this
Good
a story?
dude.
No.
Leak it. Leak his address.
But I think he must have been in primary school or something, and then he was like, I was like, oh, wow, it was so random. I live pretty close around here. And he's like, yeah, I've driven past your house a couple times. I'm like, I didn't want to ask any further questions.
What the
I'm
hell?
hoping he just has maybe a wrong house, but I was like, oh,
He's probably just seen you doing this walk a couple of times.
surely. But
He's probably walked past on the sidewalk and heard, wow, Elite Smash today. We're going online with Wolf.
but he says he was a big fan. He liked basketball. He had a basketball hoop. So
Aw.
yeah, pretty
Did you verse
cool.
him?
You should go down
No.
and shoot some hoops with the kid.
That's what he was asking. Yeah, he was
You
like,
said no.
He said, please come back, play basketball with me.
Definitely say no.
I would do it at the time, but I wouldn't come back.
No.
No, that's he was because he was about to go to
If
school.
he said shoot a hoop with me, I'd probably be like, yeah, all right. And then like a random parent comes out and goes like, please leave me alone.
So
Don't worry, I'm a YouTuber.
don't worry, he sees me in online videos. It's
Your
fine.
son just idolizes me, all right? It's all good.
So,
Danger.
but yeah, shout outs.
Dude, I was
forgot
thinking
his
about
name.
that like stranger danger thing because I was walking home from the coffee shop the other day and there was a kid standing outside waiting to go to school because it was the morning. And there was like a trampoline in his front yard. I'm like, man, I really want to just jump on this person's trampoline. And I'd be like, imagine if you came out of the front of your house, your child is watching a random man doing a backflip. Like, that'd be like, get the fuck out of my property. Like, it'd be so bad.
Did the kid didn't recognize you though?
No, it would have been way weirder.
Not as
He could have
famous
been
as
like,
Jordan.
come back and we'll do smash moves in real life on my trampoline.
Don't take that one out of context. I don't want that one.
What's the con? all
Smash moves.
Smash moves.
Smash.
Smash
Dude,
equals sex. Watch my
smash.
TikTok
Just
videos.
made a TikTok smash equals.
Yeah, smash equals sex joke. It's pretty funny.
good. Wait, what?
You need to start watching my videos, man.
What? Your
When
TikToks or
Bay
your videos?
invites you over to Smash, and then it's like they play Smash.
Oh, I think I saw
Bros.
this and it's like the open the condom packet.
Yeah.
Oh, did you
get
see
it,
the thing
get it.
about YouTube Shorts? Now you're going to get paid, what was it, 45% revenue?
Yeah.
Plus, you can
What?
have copyright songs.
What?
YouTube
Crazy.
Shorts?
I'm getting on it.
You get
TikTok's
paid
gonna
to have
die,
them.
right?
What's the first copyright song you would think about using?
Well, you were telling me about Licked. Was it Licked?
Yeah.
Licked?
So I had a look
They
at
don't
that.
sponsor us though, so
No.
we're gonna end that conversation.
Okay, well, it was about a service that did basically this, and I had a look around.
Ah. Do they have any good people?
They had some decent songs, but what song would I actually use? I don't know.
Maya.
I think having songs for
Maya.
montages that aren't like video game music or non-copyright things would be really
Yes.
good. Like training. If I could do a training montage with the actual Rocky theme,
Oh,
oh
Yes,
my god, I'd be so
lit-
on board.
I've thought about that before.
Like I did a Rocky theme and then I tried using like an 8-bit version of it. It still got copyright claimed, and then I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I remade all the parts myself and it
Yeah.
got copyright claimed. It's just the melody is what they
They
claim.
really are defensive on that one, aren't
So
they?
how is
You
this
know,
going to
like-
work with the YouTube Shorts?
Yeah, that's a good question.
How does that work? Does
I think
anyone
they
know?
must have some agreement with the companies or something, or it's like a legal loophole where it's so short that it's not trying to
Ah.
reach
I
the
suppose
song.
TikToks can do it.
But you
'cause-
don't get paid off TikTok.
You get a
Yeah.
very small amount. You do
Do
get paid
you?
though, but it's
Oh, I
like
didn't know.
hilariously small.
Okay.
Like I think I saw a highlight from a different podcast where like someone very big, like KSI or something, said how much they made off TikTok for like a year.
Yeah,
and
it
it was
was
some
nothing.
like silly amount, like in the like it was like maybe 1,000 or so.
Wait, as
Oh,
a
that's
musician or as a TikTok
ridiculously
creator?
small.
As like making TikToks.
Oh, right.
But for
and-
KSI, it's probably making.
It was like a couple thousand or something. I can't remember I don't want to misquote it, but it wasn't a lot.
yeah, compared to how much he would make of anything else.
Exactly. Like a YouTube video would be so much more, that much more.
Jesus.
I think maybe the law is that you can argue that you're not ripping off the song because you're showing 10 seconds of it. If they want to hear the song, they're going to go listen to the song.
Can you only have 10 seconds of a...
Oh, I don't know. Like a short, though, where it's
How
like...
long can a short be?
A short can be up to 60 seconds on YouTube, right?
That's pretty long. Although the music industry probably loves TikToks.
That short's pretty long.
But I feel like so many songs have blown up just from TikTok, right?
Definitely.
They're probably... The music industry is probably down.
Well, smart people, like, you know, like Baby No Money, in his songs, he's like, man, I hope this doesn't blow up on TikTok, like, jokingly. He was like...
Yeah.
You know, he
Yeah,
wants things
right.
to blow up on TikTok. He wants people to use his songs
Surely.
on TikTok because it obviously blows you up.
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah.
You put in that one line that's like... I was watching a Danny Gonzalez video where he made, like, the most TikTokable song.
Yeah.
And it's like, you put in that one line where it's just like, and now stop. And then you say something like relatable. I think his was like, I'm a fucking clown. And it's like people could put the text. It's like when I walk into the coffee shop and I
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
you too, to them enjoying their coffee. And it's like,
Disguising your meme template as a song.
Yeah, smart.
Genius. They get me there. The TikTokers.
Do you ever watch TikTok?
No. Do you guys watch it at all?
Nah.
I don't have it.
Jackson, what we got for this week's podcast?
Do you not watch TikTok?
Oh, no, I watch YouTube Shorts though.
All right, what I got this week. Okay, I was watching a documentary about animals, as I love to do.
What was it called?
I don't remember. It was Attenborough.
There's
or
a good one
something.
called Animal.
Oh, it was Attenborough.
It was Attenborough.
Oh, you know it's good.
Attenborough.
And what animal was it? A rhinoceros looking dead set into another rhinoceros's eyes, and you think they're talking. I don't know.
Kissing?
Do animals talk, Peter?
Oh, are we doing rhino pickup lines?
Talk is not the word I would use, but yeah, they
They like
communicate to
communicating.
some degree.
And he's communicating with the other rhino, and then the other rhino just does a poo, but he doesn't react. And that's just normal, right, Peter?
Sure.
What societal norms would you do away with? We can't poo because we can't. Imagine if we were looking you in the eyes and I just shat.
Well,
You
we're
would-
just having this conversation here right now, and then
But
you
you'd
just
shit
like
on the floor.
start
poo.
shooting.
Yeah.
That's not good on the couch.
Well, exactly. It's not societally acceptable. I'm not saying we should get rid of this rule, but what
Okay.
would you do away with?
Presents. I hate presents.
Oh, good call.
I
Great
hate
call.
presents. Oh
Wow,
my God.
I'm alone here. I really like presents.
You are a gift giver.
I'm a
Yeah.
gift giver, and, you know, I've been known to enjoy receiving a couple gifts as
They
well.
just don't stop. If you think about cousins, I've got like,
Are you giving gifts to cousins?
well, yeah, maybe.
Oh, if you're cousin giving, then no.
Give your cousin
What
giving.
level do you go to? What's the furthest relationship you give a gift to?
Like, if I can't think of a good idea, then just like, I won't give
Oh,
him
so
a
you
gift.
so let's say Maddie's dad's birthday's coming around. Are you getting him something?
Well, partners' parents are different because do you guys do it where it's just like you say it's from both of you?
Yeah,
but,
you
like,
Yes.
get a joint present.
Maddie clearly has chosen something that her dad will want.
And yeah.
And it's like and it's like, oh, thanks for being such an amazing dad. Happy birthday. Love you so much. From Maddie and Zack.
In different handwriting.
Yeah, did you used to do that as a kid? Everyone at the
Yeah. Everyone writes
Mum
their own
would
name.
write the actual
Yeah.
card, and then you're all like, and Jordan.
And then I'm like, can I write the cat's name on this one? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a classic. I came to realize I don't actually do that for my partner's parents, so I guess I'm a bad person. But because Sophie and her brother would go in together on something.
Oh, right,
And then
right.
like I'm not jumping in on that. Like I'm not. I don't know.
Is there too many names on a card at some point?
Yeah, I think there might
Sophie
be.
and Connor and Peter.
Big me, big me.
Yeah. So
Just-
I would get rid of presents as well. They're gone.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
but
off the list.
The level I stop at is like, yeah, it's just when you don't know what they would actually want. Like, I feel like I know all you guys well enough that I could get you a good present. Like my family, my mum, dad, sister,
Yep.
Maddie, and
But
then,
already that's like, what, 10,
then a couple other close friends.
20 weeks out of the 50?
Only birthdays,
Present.
no Christmas.
That's a lot.
You don't do Christmas gifts
Just with family.
with
Clo-
mum, dad, sister.
Close family. Yeah, I'm not getting you guys
Sister's
a Christmas
partner?
present.
Well, we kind of have done that in the past for a video.
Yeah, but it's for a video.
Oh, wow.
We wouldn't have got each other Christmas presents if it wasn't for a video.
We did at Olive Street. Do you remember?
Yeah, but that was a roommate thing.
What do you mean?
Only family, other than roommates, and
There's a rule. There's 100 exceptions for Zach.
it's like the English language.
At our old house, yeah, we definitely did that.
Present giving is gone.
Yeah, I feel like I did that when I lived at Olive Street too. Actually,
Pissing. Oh, no, actually, no.
Pissing. Well, I do away with pissing, actually.
No, but you know you can't
Hold
piss
it
in
your
public.
pussy.
You know you can't piss in public. You like go to jail and then there's no
I think
toilets.
It'd be
Yeah.
a cleanup issue. Imagine if everyone was shitting and pissing
oh
wherever
yeah,
they
sorry.
wanted.
Just to clarify, I don't think we should get rid of being weird for you to poo and pee on the street.
No,
Yeah, look, I'm just throwing things at the wall. I reckon. Yeah, that's
You're throwing your shit at the wall
It's
now.
a good law.
I thought you were doing it on the street.
we do descend from primates. So,
We are primates.
Yeah.
oh fuck.
we don't
do
stop.
You learn something new every
Well,
day.
in that case, puts the hand underneath.
What are you getting rid of, Zach?
Oh, I'm trying to think of something an animal does that I'm really jealous of.
This is what I was thinking. How animals always
Animals?
fascinate me because they don't
Sniffing
have
asses?
societal norms like we do. They don't have rules.
Yeah, I do. I don't mind the sniffing asses one, or
So
just like
you'd bring that in or get rid
you
of
know,
it.
like if we had good nostrils, and we could get that extra information. I feel,
What?
and if you could just go up
Sniffing
to someone
asses.
and give them a sniff anywhere.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
imagine you rock up to a Smash tournament when you're entering.
I don't want to sniff anyone's ass at a Smash tournament.
No,
but
I'm
go
not
on.
sniffing anyone's ass, but like if it's socially acceptable to just give them a quick whiff and then everyone like piles on, they're just like, this guy smells like shit. We don't want him at the Smash tournament. You're out. Because it's like animals.
like a
You're in a
vote.
pack. You can kick them out of the pack if their scent isn't
Right.
good.
So who does the bottom sniffing in this situation?
There's some
Everyone.
Kind of,
Is there like
kind
a
of
designated
bouncer.
There's got to be
volunteer?
someone.
No, there's a bouncer.
So it's like $10 entry fee and turn around.
Nose bouncer.
Is that right?
It's not an arse sniff. It's a pit sniff.
Oh, pit sniff.
Yeah, pit sniff.
All right. So
I'm down for that though, because I think there is a weird societal thing where you don't want to tell someone they smell.
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
Well, like, there's a lot of things like that. Like, you don't tell someone there's stuff in their teeth when it only benefits them, you know?
I
Yeah.
always try and do that, but I'm not very good. At
It's uncomfortable. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
I always
Yeah.
wait like 2 hours and then tell them.
What?
And then they're like, oh, how long's it been there? I'm like, oh, I noticed it 2 hours ago.
I just left it.
Psychopath behavior.
Yeah, wait,
It's
what?
a fucking, you know, the Christian Bateman friggin' American Psycho meme.
What is it?
It's just people say like Sigma male activity while doing absolutely unhinged
Oh,
shit.
right. Which
Yeah.
is pretty much all
and they're
these
like, I'm a
suggestions.
Sigma male when they're actually a psychopath.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of Sigma male activity is psychopathic.
Yeah, I think that's the meme.
That's why I'm a proud Omega male.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
I'm proud of you too.
Unattractive, not confident.
Is that what
poor,
Omega was?
Yeah, it was
Poor.
Zach's one.
Poor.
No motivation. Doesn't want to get up and do anything lazy.
Yeah, that was one of the, I think episode 8 or something. That was a while ago.
That's early days. You still
Maybe-
got a quiz.
It was probably like year 2.
Maybe we should do another one.
I meant for the podcast.
Yeah.
What would you get rid of, Pete?
All right, here comes a hot one. Marriage.
I mean,
Animals
Ooh.
don't have marriage.
some animals do have monogamy, right?
They have pairs for life, but they don't have marriage.
Isn't that basically marriage?
I think that's
No.
mostly because you can't get a third line to be the reverend.
You don't.
That's the
If
biggest
two
thing holding them
animals
back.
love each other, like, how do they seal the marriage? They don't have any rings. They don't. What are they going to like? Grab a leaf?
They
and,
don't
like,
need anything
Yeah,
because
you're
if they
saying it's
want to be
pointless.
together, they
They
just
just stay
choose to be
together.
together. They
I
don't
like it.
need some lawful contract to do that.
What if you wake up and the other line's fucked up? I guess that can happen in
Then,
marriage too.
yeah, I was gonna say. Then it just
Yeah,
saves you the
marriage
trouble.
doesn't really do anything, does it?
It's dog
very
shit.
expensive.
All right,
It's dog shit.
Okay, I told you this was a hot one coming in. This
It's
is a hot
hot.
take.
Woo.
But like,
That is a hot shit.
sorry, Holly. I know that you're. Holly loves the concept of love forever, right?
Are you guys engaged?
Because her parents,
No, we're not,
because
we're
her
not.
parents still love each other even though they're married.
She does. It's amazing.
yeah. So
she what?
What? No, it's just like she's the only person I know their parents like together and love each other. It's kind
Yeah.
of crazy.
Thanks, man.
I don't know both your parents very well.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that they didn't love each other.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I know any parents that are still.
I'm
Like, very
I'm quite
strong?
lucky in that my parents are together and love each other, and then like Maddie's parents are as well. So
Damn.
I don't know as many people with separated parents as I think I know people with together parents.
What? That's
that's
crazy.
insane.
I feel like divorce is very looked down upon when it shouldn't be.
You
Yep.
know, okay.
That's
can I-
because marriage is bad.
I think I'm on board with you, Peter.
And you know why I think that are like a lot of the older couples I know like that are all together? Because they all hang out in couples. Like my parents will go on holidays with like Nick Snuffles' parents or one of my high school friends' parents, and they all go as like a double date holiday.
Okay.
So I'm thinking like there's all these couples.
Yeah, but like, also people just do that with their other single friends. Like like my mum has like a girls trip to
Yeah, so does
Singapore
my
with her
mum.
other single friends or whatever. And it's the same thing, you know. It doesn't make you more happy.
Shout outs to your mum.
Wait, so
I'm-
what does
I'm
a
not
marriage
saying
actually
one is
do?
better, I'm saying
What is
that
a marriage?
That's what they're doing.
It's
It's
just
a legal contract that you have to stay together, and then if you don't want to stay together, you have to go through a bunch of shit.
And that's all it does.
and divorce
isn't
is very expensive.
Oh,
And
yes.
messy.
No.
You have to pay lawyers.
Yeah.
You have to like.
My parents lost
imagine,
it
right?
big
You're
time.
a bird.
Okay. I'm on board. Yep.
Like a
That
girl
was
or an
Jordan
actual bird?
statement.
You're
Yeah,
a bird.
an actual like.
I'm gonna need to
bird.
get into character. What type of bird am I?
Cockatoo.
You
cockatoo.
are a mudlark. You know the ones that look like magpies?
Yeah, how about just a bird that I fucking know?
The ones that look like magpies.
You're a
You see them all the
cockatoo.
time.
I'm a magpie. Perfect.
No! Mudlarks, they live with their partner. They work together in the thing, so this one actually checks out.
Cockatoo.
Okay.
If you want to know a specific bird, I'm going to give you one that
Alright,
makes sense
I'm
for
a
the
mudlark.
story.
All right, I'm cockatoo. Yep. Jordan, what are you?
I'm going to kill you,
wagtail.
Jackson.
You can be a pelican.
Jordan's an
Well, what
emu.
was wrong with the wagtail?
Oh, that's a bit boring.
Pelican.
All right. What are you, Peter?
Well, glad we fucking clarified on
Peter,
that
what are
one.
you?
I'm not a bird. You're a bird.
Okay. What are you,
Alright.
human?
Picture this. Yeah, I'm still
You're
me.
staying in your current
I'm
form.
still me.
And we're
Okay.
all
Oh
changing
no,
to birds.
I'm eating
Yeah.
too much. Sorry, I was being a pelican.
Did
Go
I
on.
do that?
Picture this. You're a bird.
Was it their mouth too big for their belly or something?
Yeah, looks like it.
So
It's
they
got a
probably get-
massive mouth.
Yeah, and their belly is surely smaller.
Yeah, true. What
I
if
think
you
so.
put a big cake in a pelican's mouth? Where's that going?
Exactly.
Does it eat it?
How do they eat?
Why do they have such a big mouth?
Don't
if
ask
they
me.
can't
Ask
eat
Jordan.
it?
He's the pelican.
Jordan, what the fuck?
I don't know. Yeah, they get full, right? Does it stay in their mouth for a bit? Surely they can. It's like
You're
two.
telling us, mate.
I think they're kind of like cows and they have multiple stomachs.
Wait, let's
but
ask
the mouth
human.
is
Let's
a
ask
stomach.
the human. Human. What's the go?
I have no fucking clue.
No, I think it's a big gulp so they can catch fish and then they spit
Yeah.
the water out. and
yeah.
they're like,
Oh, they don't drink the water?
No, I don't think so.
salt water.
They probably have camelbacks on. Genius.
Respect.
All right,
Yeah,
Peter.
they definitely-
So I'm a mudlark. What's
You're a
next?
mudlark.
I'm a cockatoo and
Pelican.
you're a pelican and you're a human.
Okay, I'm going to take you two out of this hypothetical situation.
What?
There's just one bird in
You're not
Zack.
a cockatoo.
I want
Alright.
you to shut the fuck up.
Okay,
is
we're
what
on the
I want.
side.
Okay,
we're on
okay.
the side.
We'll observe.
Yep.
Yep. You can. Yeah. Okay. You
Can we
just-
chime in with funny comments or no?
You already are.
I don't think
They're
I have
like
a
the
choice.
fucking annoying birds next
I'm a
door that are
cockatoo.
ruining a recording.
That's cockatoos.
We're budgies.
Give the annoying chirping birds a microphone and we got you two fuckers.
All right, so go on.
Okay,
I
you're
won't
a
interrupt
mudlark.
anymore.
I'll be a
I feel like
kookaburra.
my point doesn't even. It was literally meant to be a one sentence thing, and you guys have turned into an entire.
All right, here we
bit.
go. Here's the scene. Go on, Peter.
All right, you're a mudlark. You have a female mudlark you've had a nest with.
That's Maddie.
Yeah, Maddie was also a mudlark here. You work together, you raise your kids, all that stuff. For whatever reason, you stop finding this other mudlark. I'm not saying you stop finding Maddie attractive. You stop finding this other mudlark attractive. You move away and leave her at the nest.
Wow.
Why would you take half the nest? Then both of you have half a nest. Both of you have unfunctional nests. It's bullshit.
You could rebuild the nest.
I'm very lost.
Cockatoos are good at building nests.
Okay, why would I get half the nest if I'm moving away?
Because you're getting divorced.
So I take half the nest and she keeps half the nest. So you're saying that women should keep all the money of a man if they get divorced?
No, I'm saying that the concept of splitting
Shouldn't
all
be a
your own
marriage in the
belongings
first
in
place.
half. If it was your nest in the first place, you should keep it. If it was her nest in the first place, she should keep it.
Yep.
Like, it's
I
why
get what
does
you're
everything
saying
have
now.
to get split? Like, animals don't do that because it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. Do pelicans?
Nah, not that I've heard.
Do they have nests?
Oh, I have no idea.
They can just
They have to
they
get
just
a
wait
big
in the
nest.
parent's mouth, I think.
You always see pelicans
That's why
on
it's so big.
street lights. Is that their nest?
Okay, moving on. But Peter, would you get married in real life?
Probably.
If Sophie wants to. Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah.
But like, if your partner didn't care, I doubt you'd press for it.
Probably not. Oh, no, I wouldn't press for it. But I'm okay. I'm open to the concept.
I feel like I'm in the same boat as you with that.
As much as I might be bashing it now, I think it makes no sense. But the concept is still quite fun.
I think like getting a really big cake at your wedding's pretty cool.
Well, what was it before they had signings? Because what was it?
Well, hang on a minute. That's
God
the
said.
part of marriage that interests you, the big cake.
Cake.
No, the big wedding.
Okay.
Weddings are lit.
Yeah.
And you're depriving the world of that if you don't get
Just
married.
have a party.
I was going to wedding, yeah.
Well, have a big fucking party where you cater everything.
That's what a
You can
wedding
literally
is.
That's what a
spend
wedding-
half the
No, I
money.
know, but are you going to do that
Yes.
ever? No.
No, but I don't want to. But if you do,
Spend half the money and just do the same party without the wedding parts
Guess
of
who
it.
just got uninvited to my wedding?
I wasn't going to
You're
come.
getting congratulations,
Oh
man.
my God,
You're
well
getting-
done,
Oh. Well, you can't invite someone
Zachary.
from something that's not happening then, dickhead.
Oh, got me there.
Take that, you
Jackson,
mudlark.
what would you get rid of?
Well, honestly, gifts sounds really good, and
Yes.
marriage. I'm pretty on board with that. What was yours?
Sniff more random people.
Yeah, I'm not on board with
I'm
that
not
one.
gonna. You still got better ideas.
I'm going to think of a better one. It's got to be something we're getting rid of then.
Well,
Is it?
or yeah, I think so.
Work.
What?
Well, so you'd rather just fend for yourself in the
Are
wild?
there any animals that don't work?
Don't work or do work?
Fucking like, make me a house cat.
I don't think any of them work.
House cats do
No,
nothing.
they all work for food.
Oh, workhorses work.
And beavers.
No, and like ants and that. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like house cats that. Why don't the animals own us? And
They
then
kind of
I can not do anything
do.
all day and
We're
get
too
fed.
smart.
Yeah, I think it's something to do
I
with
think that's called being a
intelligence.
sugar baby.
Well, I want to be a cheetah's sugar baby.
Wait, so you're saying we should train animals to do work and then we don't do any work?
Yeah.
I think
the
it's probably
cats-
better to do that with robots.
Yeah. Robots again. We're back.
I think the problem is we're too smart and the animals can't do what we do.
Well, then we get robots. They're smarter than us, and they enslave us.
I think
But
that
it's a
is
good,
what we're
it's
doing.
a good kind of
Yeah,
enslavement.
you want to be a little house cat.
Yeah.
We're just a slow process of that, aren't we?
What do? They sleep, they eat, they chill.
Yeah.
We wouldn't find that boring.
But they do get their balls cut off.
Yeah, but why do you need balls if you're just enslaved?
You never get to fuck.
you still can fuck, right?
Cats have
You haven't at puberty. Like, you just have no drive to. Like, you just wouldn't.
Oh, so you just don't
So
want
is that
to.
better
Well,
then?
that sounds kind of good.
No,
it doesn't.
No, not true because
Castrating people so they don't go through puberty is not better for your life.
Well, you wouldn't even know you missed it, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That
check-
is a hot take.
checkmate.
Right.
That
If
is
you're
an
not getting
extremely hot
married,
take.
why do you need balls?
Well, okay.
That's a very hot take, Jackson.
I wouldn't get rid of balls, by the way. I think I'd get rid of handshakes.
Yeah, sure.
They're kind of going, aren't they?
Well, I think they're making a resurgence.
Are they in
They're
Asia?
not going. They're not going.
Hey, fucking men.
Yeah.
The amount of
Wait, you've been to Japan? Do they handshake or do they just bow?
I don't know.
They just bow usually. I think businesses would be more handshakes.
In a corporate environment, I think they
You
definitely
still a
would.
handshake?
I didn't speak Japanese, so I don't think I met anyone that it would be like close enough for me to handshake to meet them.
No, but I feel like in
wasn't shaking the
Australia,
hands of people in like a restaurant. Yeah.
I feel like in Australia, you meet anyone, you're like, oh, hey.
I've actually
Yeah, you are.
I like handshakes. I've gone back on it.
Oh, but you're going to get
What
diseases.
are you going to replace it with, Jackson, if you're going to get rid of it? Because animals still greet each other in like other ways.
You
like
just say,
might,
hey,
like-
I guess.
yeah?
Language.
Sniff
Just
their
exactly.
butt.
No, sniff their butts.
Yeah, sniff their butt. You
You
guys have
bloody
the same
mudlark.
point, actually. You two.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm starting to see a lot of similarities with us, Zack. I don't know. I just feel like a handshake. Well, I've kind of come around to my own idea, but it does seem a bit pointless and germ spreading.
Handshaking.
But I do like it now I think about it.
It is a bit of a human connection that you miss out on otherwise.
Wait, let's do an experiment. I'll say hi to Peter and I'll handshake Jordan and see who I feel more connected to. Already?
Yeah, go. Get up.
Okay.
Oh,
Leave the room.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Don't take the microphone with you. Just
JK Jackson
Okay.
is leaving the room.
so wait. If I'm not involved, I'll commentate the whole
Okay, yeah, you
situation
commentate.
for our
You can just
audio
judge.
listeners. Okay, Jackson has entered the room. He's making an approach. Shook Jordan's hand. Looked pretty confident. Oh, quick hello to
What do you
Peter.
think? What do you think?
I had no connection to Peter.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm
Jordan
saying.
and I had a moment.
The human connection is big.
I touch of eye contact while you do it.
Yeah, I did try and look in your eyes too.
Yeah.
Tried to be exactly the same, just with a hand.
I think handshakes are
I
very
even tried
important.
to give you a little nod, which is a bit more familiar than just like
the nod's good. I should have nodded back. Let's do it again.
No.
No. There's something about touching other people, though, isn't there?
Podcast segment.
What the
I think it's pretty
handshaking?
good.
I think
No,
it's
the specifically the let's get up and describe
Well,
you handshake.
The science had to be done, man.
I think we've solved it. Handshakes do make you feel
It
more
makes a big
connected.
difference.
Yeah, that's because you're used to it. If we like rubbed the noses or something, I feel we'd have quite the connection.
That's true.
They can also make you feel less connected.
You wanna try?
Handshakes. There's too many
I'll leave
different
the room.
ones. Back to my superpower. Always doing the right handshake.
True, that feels more disconnected if you get the handshake
Yeah.
wrong.
How do you get it wrong?
If I meet someone at the party,
Zack does it.
we fuck up a handshake, like they try to do some whack shit, or like I'm trying to do a fist bump, they're trying to do a handshake, whatever happens, and it goes wrong, I'm avoiding them for the rest of the night.
No, I feel connected
It's
to
a
them.
disconnection.
I liked that.
You have to laugh about it. If it just kind of goes off like, hey.
You can't stare into
Hey,
You're
If you
done.
do that, yeah, exactly. I agree.
Yeah, Jackson, you want to do one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, okay,
oh
bye.
God, I felt very
So
disconnected.
bad. So bad.
Zach at every party.
Yeah.
That was just
I think you guys aren't friends anymore.
This is really
Yeah,
dumb.
but like, if we did one of these, okay, well, let's go again.
We're best friends.
We saved it.
You guys look like you're the actors on like Troom Troom or something, being like, woo! Like a children's TV.
Wait, what's
program.
Troom?
Oh, if you don't know, you don't know, buddy.
I
That's
thought it was
correct.
more like we were people in an
That's true.
infomercial in black and white.
It felt
Does this ever
information.
happen to you? We're like, "Ugh."
Well, with this product,
Yeah, what is the product?
Maybe it's a hand that shakes hands for you.
telepathy.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
that
create
one.
a stand. It's like a designated spot. You put your elbow in and it can't fuck up. So it's like both of you put your elbow in, your hand goes down,
And
you
then,
can't miss.
it's got a little gate on the front, and you're like, I would like to do handshake into fist bump,
Oh.
and then you have a little
Oh.
questionnaire,
And the
then you're just
screen
like,
comes up on the
and
other
then you just
side.
come in, you're just like bam, bam, and then you're like, you can't
and you
miss.
can both do it super confident.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's what the Neuralink's going to be for?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
What's the Neuralink?
The little chip you put in your brain that Elon's making. Have you seen that?
Oh
It's
my
exclusively for handshakes.
I reckon I would do it for handshakes. Because then you can see what the other person's thinking before you do
What's
it.
your handshake preference?
Just a handshake.
Your regular Joe?
Just a regular.
I like this into this if I'm mates with them.
Or a bit of this into
A
slap
bit
the
of a hug?
back. Yeah, that's
I like
nice
that.
as well.
What do you like, Zach?
Oh, this into this.
That's a good point.
Yeah, see, it's not great
Handshake,
audio content.
handshake
No, I
into
said slap the back.
A clasp.
a clasp, and then bring them in and a touch
Hug.
their back.
Yeah,
How are
nice.
you, big bucko?
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the like kind of slappy handshake, pull back into the fist bump.
Oh, that's a nice one too.
That's the one that
See,
always
what
confuses
the fuck
me.
is going on?
Zach,
no
I'll do it with you.
idea.
It's easy. It's
no
easy.
Idea.
No, but
I
you know now.
You said it.
Yeah.
But like,
what's your preference?
if I'm approaching, just fucking handshake.
It's so formal and fucking boomer.
Yeah, but then the harder you grasp their hand, the more you're
Yeah,
connected.
there's no in my handshake of choice. There's no opportunity to do that because the worst thing about handshakes is dickheads who think they need to assert themselves through a handshake
Like
instead of
Zach.
just being friendly. When someone's just like, "Oh, g'day," and then they like twist and squeeze
Oh,
you,
that
and I'm
one.
like,
Yeah.
"Fuck off."
Well, my pop always taught me a firm grasp and look him in the eye, and it hasn't failed me.
He was talking about the penis.
That explains a lot, actually.
I'm also deeply troubled as an adult.
That's fucked up, man.
Oh.
No,
That's
my
fucked up.
pop's a lovely guy.
Shout out to Pop watching the pod. Pop on the pod. Yeah. No, I don't really like the really formal handshakes, and like people read into it way too much with saying that it's like you got to have a strong one. Blah 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 blah. It's like
It feels a bit outdated at
Yeah,
this
it's
point.
very old in my opinion, old fashioned.
You guys elbow touching?
No, I haven't.
Oh, we're touching.
You like
The COVID handshake.
this?
Oh,
and
wait.
then you're like,
What? What is that?
that's business. That's business.
No, I've never
hate
done
that.
that.
Yeah, you guys should try it. That's the new asserting dominance. It's very subtle.
Touch the elbow.
Touch the
Give it a
elbow.
weenus rub.
Fucking weird.
Yeah.
I didn't
Weenus.
mess any up on the weekend though. We
What-
went to Holly's
Holly's
Oh, a few
birthday
meeting a
party.
few people.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
was
Holly
great.
had a no cup birthday party, so you couldn't bring a cup.
Mm.
Quite funny.
So no one drank anything. There was a big watering hole.
Everyone danced.
Big watering hole.
We gather around the billabong and just lapped it up.
No, I brought a dog bowl, which was a terrible idea because it could only fill like one drink, and then
Yeah.
it was spilling.
Yeah,
That
it's
was my
impossible to
entertainment
sip.
for the night.
So
It has to
bad.
be a slim container.
No, it was a
doesn't
slow bowl as well, so it had like cold.
You know the
Brew.
rigid. Yeah, I was like, well, at least you can't get drunk now, George, because you have to drink so slowly.
Yeah, it was a bit sus.
What'd you have, Zach?
I had a big bowling pin that I
Oh, yeah, I
hollowed
saw
out.
that
Me and
actually,
Maddie
yeah.
had the same
That
one.
was much
Yeah.
better.
Fit about 8 beers in.
Whoa.
So
Did it keep him cold though? Not really.
it kinda,
Zero insulation. There's no way.
I like kinda no.
Absolutely not.
And Peter?
I left mine in the car like a dingus, but I did have. It was just like it was sponsored. Manscaped.
Let's go.
Oh,
I mean, no, they sponsored the Underdogs channel.
Manscaped what?
A Manscaped like soap bottle thing with a pump top.
That's
but I left it
amazing.
in the car, so
a
I wasn't looking forward to how much a beer would foam up though if you pumped it through a pump bottle.
a
That'd
couple
be
of
bad.
people did have the squirters, but they took it off immediately.
Do you want to change the phrasing of that one?
like the soap squirter?
Squirter.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And it like just
Squirter.
squirts in your mouth, and then
Yep,
apparently
it
you
does.
couldn't get much in.
Oh, yeah, that's a big
Are
problem.
you doing this on purpose?
No, so,
One after the
you
other.
know what I mean? The soap thing.
I understand what
and
you
it apparently
mean.
just coated the back of your mouth. And
Oh, this is
The
ridiculous.
flavor gets all in there, but you don't actually get that much
Oh.
liquid in.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
total
get-
experience.
Because apparently the taste is obviously not as good as like for drinking.
So you got to choose to spit or swallow, basically. With the drink.
No. Anyway, they took the top off and then just drank it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it was just a normal container.
That was, yeah.
Bloody hell.
good squirter story.
And then what I actually did really like, they had a silent disco.
Yes.
That was
Oh.
That
banging.
was elite. Jackson, you wouldn't know because you didn't fucking come.
That's true.
What happened there?
I was busy.
I messaged Jackson saying,
What were you busy with?
Playing the podcast. I was coming up with questions and sort of working out.
What did you plan? I watched the David Attenborough documentary.
Yeah, I was watching. I was actually
he was-
watching
you
that.
were watching that,
I was
yeah.
watching the documentary. I said, "Sorry guys, can't come." Plan.
The
this
silent-
this rhino just did a poo, man. I can't come.
I was about to go to the door, and then the rhino did the poo, and I started running. That was
That's unacceptable. You should have come.
well, next week there will be nothing to come to. Wait, hang on.
That is such a play though, the silent disco. Because Holly and I went to a party
Yeah.
just before they had that. And then it's like,
Oh, so you ripped them off.
exactly. And it's just like, oh, can't blast music at whatever time. Guess what? Put
Now
on
my
headphones.
mum's doing it at her 60th.
Is she?
So yeah, the
God.
trend will probably be over now that the oldies have picked it up.
Yeah.
It's
No,
ready.
that's such a good idea.
No, that's
Wait, how do you
easy.
do that though? Do you
Well,
have to
peop-
hire someone?
yeah.
Hire
so-
the headsets.
I reckon we should get in that business immediately. It's
like-
going to keep expanding, I think.
How do you do that? Everyone puts on headphones and plays different songs of their
Now,
own
now
phone.
we're talking.
Why only have 3 channels? Why
So
not just
true.
everyone
There
like?
was 3 channels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 channels.
Yeah,
three
that's the
channels.
best part about it. It's just like 3 different songs that are going.
Uh-huh.
Except like you can see the color of the headset of the channel of people
so you're
on.
like, oh,
so
red.
like
Yeah.
you see a group of
Everyone's
red
like,
people,
get on red, yeah.
a bunch of red people vibing to one while you're listening to a completely different song.
Yeah, that's
It's
cool.
really funny because like there was Love Story by Taylor Swift comes on. That shit
And
is
what color is this on?
this was on
Banging.
red, I think.
I'm on red.
He's about to say
This
banging.
song is so dog shit, but like, you know, like after a couple drinks,
Oh, what?
What? Whoa.
a lot of people were enjoying it a lot. Myself, I was not one of them. So I'm in this sea of people going, it's a love story. And I'm
Yep.
just vibing to this like dance banger, just like fucking like on the floor.
Peter's actually crumping next to
Yeah.
someone, just being like, Romeo, take me.
100%. That's literally what was happening. It was so funny.
He's popping
That's
the fuck
great.
off. He's shuffling. He's doing fucking breakdancing.
Dude, you were like yelling All Star at maximum volume,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
were the only person on the channel around you. It was so funny. And me and Sophie
checks
looked
out.
over, and you and Maddie were like dancing with each other, like hell gutting for each other's faces. And then we looked closer. You're on different songs.
Oh yeah, I remember that part. That was
That
so.
is
You guys were like
great.
somehow completely on the same wavelength. You guys were like, yeah, like in time, like kind of like going up at each
But just
other.
on different
And they're
songs.
just on completely different channels. It was the funniest shit
I
I've
think
ever
I
seen.
had a few too many bowling pins
Yeah.
It is 8 drinks. Don't let you forget. Yeah.
for me to remember.
That was a
that was
funny
so
moment.
funny.
Wish
I
I
reckon
could've
it's going to
come.
be a booming market though.
Do you mind me
just
asking,
buy the
how much
headphones.
does it cost to do that for a night?
What was it? I actually can't remember the specifics.
Is it in like the hundreds?
YouTube
or
might
like,
It'll be
though.
a bit over. Like,
Should.
It was like between 100 or 200 or
Oh, that's
something.
not too
That's
bad.
cheap as shit.
That's what I mean.
That can't be right.
And does it
No,
come with
because
the
it's just a
DJ?
guy, and then you just
Headsets, I guess.
and he's just renting them out, and he's just doing it
And
every
how,
week.
how does it play the music? How do you choose the music?
You just connect it to your phone.
So
So you can just put 3 playlists on.
Yeah, so they just had 3 phones, and they just put.
could we have an Underdogs viewing party and it's 3 different videos going at once and you can tune into whatever one you want?
I've
What?
got a better idea.
Do you
than
understand?
No.
Well, I doubt it, but go on.
that. So we do the Underdogs silent disco prank, and we go into a public space and pretend to be like, yeah, we're just running a silent disco.
Yeah, okay.
And then 1 or even 2 of the channels are just like troll music choices.
Like what? Give me a song.
Oh, I don't know. Like it could be
I play
one of-
Pokemon Go every
One of my
day.
musical masterpieces, one of the stupid, I
Yeah,
play Pokemon Go
okay,
every
yeah,
day.
gotcha.
We could even put on like Megalovania and just like film people's reactions when they swap to
Gangnam
that
Style?
channel.
Nah, that's actually coming back.
Yeah, and then we'll also get a bunch of paid actors to all be vibing to like,
Now-
what's the worst song you can think of? That,
Oh no, it'd be really funny if it's like one of those like
Nine
old
Cat.
symphonies, and then people are just getting super turned to it. You know, it's just like,
Oh.
and everyone's just like,
Dude,
fucking
yeah.
like beating down
I
to
listen
it.
to Mozart every now and then.
Do
I'm
you
not
like
gonna
get
lie.
really turned to it?
Yeah, I love
Ghost
it.
Status.
we get 30 paid actors, maybe unpaid actors.
Yeah.
It's- it's-
30 Underdogs
see what a
fans.
bit- yeah, 30 Underdogs fans, and they're all on the same channel.
Yeah.
And then random people from the street join. They're like, "Oh, this is gonna be good," and they put it on, and it's like, "My diamonds," and everyone's going like ham. And then we just see if the random person joins in.
Are we
It's
at
like-
risk of people stealing them?
Nah, it's like a social experiment. Will the peer pressure be enough to get people to like dance to these tunes that
I
are
think
really
I
fucking
think
stupid?
well, if that was me, I think I would start dancing too.
I would get
I
around
would
it.
too.
I would get
Yeah.
in there.
I'd be like, "Oh, what's this shit?" Anyway.
That's actually a good
Dance.
social experiment and a good video. All right, no one take that idea. Thanks.
We also can't afford 30 paid actors.
Yeah, 30
No,
Underdogs
unpaid. We
fans.
pay them in exposure.
I don't think there's 30 Underdogs fans in Perth.
30 Smash players.
There definitely would be.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's
People rock
definitely
up to
30
your tournament.
Underdogs
Smash
fans in Perth.
players, no one would join that dance party.
True.
We're Smash players.
Especially if there was no sniffing bouncer.
Yeah,
Oh, that mosh
Oh,
pit
we
would
definitely
be
that guy.
stanky.
now we get a sniff bouncer and we'll be good.
Yeah, okay, that's all coming together.
What a plan. I love the silent disco. I'm jealous.
Unbelievable. It's great. It's a good idea.
If only you could have been there.
Like I said, busy at
Busy.
work.
So busy. Man, you're
Otherwise I would've
always on
come.
the grind.
Yeah, how much
you
do you reckon those headphones cost to buy?
Probably about $100. Probably less. How good was the
Nah,
quality?
they're wireless and they're multi-channel. That'll be
They're
expensive.
multi-channel
Pretty
wireless
good.
and big range, right?
Was the
Yeah.
sound quality good?
It was
Yeah.
pretty good. Not like
Good
fantastic,
enough, yeah.
but pretty good.
It's like better than a speaker because it's headphones.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I would have wanted more is more noise isolation. You know?
like noise cancelling.
Like,
Didn't
no,
want to hear me yelling All-Star when you were listening to a
No.
completely
I
different
was
song.
I was not a big fan of Love Story while I was trying to listen to other stuff because like people were drowning it out, and the only option was to turn it up to a painful level of loud, which I don't want to do. So like headphones like this, they completely cover your ears.
I can think of at least one other option: swapping to Love Story and getting with the gang.
Getting lit.
Yeah.
It is great just
Nah, I
taking
think
off
I
the
might deafen
headphones and
myself.
listening to everyone just
Yeah.
like shittily singing.
What's wrong with Love Story? You have a big hate for Love Story, or
Oh,
is
it's just not what I'm in the mood for when I'm getting down at a party.
Hate Story.
I feel like that's the best time for Love Story to party.
No, in the car by yourself.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's
pretty
fair
optimal.
counterpoint. I respect that a lot.
That's
then
a
I
gre-
could get around it if I was in a good mood.
That's a good Underdogs video idea. The silent disco.
I love it.
Speaking of music,
Yeah.
my question was
Oh,
Oh, here we
simply
go. Yep, Jordan question of the week. Can we do the
Oh.
jingle?
Wait, it's the puppet one question of the week.
Yeah.
but why do we even like music? You know what I mean? It's weird because
Why is it weird?
I don't know. So Holly's brother has a little child, a year old, in fact.
When's he giving it back?
And then Holly starts playing WAP full volume. You know that song?
To a 1-year-old child.
Unfortunately, yes.
To a 1-year-old child.
Can
Yeah,
you
she
just
did.
give
it.
me some of the lyrics? Jog my
I don't
memory?
think I could say any of them actually
Wet
without
ass
it.
pussy.
I think
Put it
I
in a
think I know the
truck
whole
and
first
a-
verse.
Go on then.
And a little Mac
Certified
truck.
freak, 7 days a week.
Yep.
Wet ass pussy, make that pull out game weak. And then it
Anyway,
does it-
she's playing this to the 1-year-old. and she just can't stop dancing. She's just moving all around, shaking everywhere, and she just doesn't stop.
She's never heard a song like Wet Ass Pussy.
She's
before.
never heard it before. And she's bounced, she's clapping, she's loving it. It's like, why
Clap
do we...
those- no, I forgot. they
why
were
do we even...
young.
But why do we even do that?
It's a very good question. I think that there's probably like thousands of pages of anthropology that'll probably tell you why.
It's like, why do we like good food?
What I
No,
was-
but no,
No,
because
that's
like
a
good
fairly
food,
easy to answer
calories,
question.
you want the
Why?
calories,
No,
you want
because
to
like, why
sustain
not
it.
just eat plain pasta all the time?
because our body recognizes the nutrients that we need and stuff. So like we
Yeah.
like sugar because it's energy dense.
Oh,
You know what I
interesting.
was thinking could be fun? When Jordan asked that question, if we just move on straight away.
Why?
Like if we always try to answer Jordan's questions, but leaving them hanging could be good.
I don't
a
think
couple
Jordan's going
weeks.
to do the question of the week if we do it too.
Why is the sky blue?
Nice
Oh,
question.
well.
Stupid. Anyway, next point.
No, but
What else do we have to talk
we
about?
did
Hey
the
guys,
whole-
can't wait
okay,
for my question.
So you remember what your question was?
Yeah, dancing.
Why
and
do we
stuff.
like music?
But it's like it's the puppet one question of the week.
And then I just say it.
Well,
Yeah.
then we just move
Oh,
on.
now. Oh, wait, I get it. It's a bit. Do you want to do it again?
Yeah, start again.
It's the puppet one question of the week.
But why do we even like dancing?
And that was the puppet one
Question
question
of the week.
I like it, yeah.
That's it. It's just
Oh, that's interesting. That is just a pretty good.
the
bit.
question. The question's over. He's like, "Why do we like dancing?" And then it's like, "Oh," and it just finishes.
That is pretty funny.
And music. Because
I
where was
think
that before?
I think it's got to be something to do with social interaction
Well, because
because music is a very social thing.
I'll Google it.
Yeah.
animals can't have any sense of time. I think that's a uniquely human thing.
What?
Probably not human.
They
but-
know the time. Like doing the dogs, it's like dinner time.
No, but like you can't get a dog to lay down a beat. You know, except for Snoop Dogg. Am I right? Hey.
Are birds very good with music?
Yeah, birds do.
Yeah, but I said dogs.
It's not birds; they sing, but they don't have a rhythm to it.
Oh, they don't have a...
Yeah,
Imagine
they don't
that.
beatbox.
You know how they do the bird dance? Imagine if one got a beat going. That would be sick.
It's pretty bullshit. Because in all the Disney movies, the birds are like, "Do, do, 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 do," and they're
That's
doing
what confused me,
melodies.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought the rest of those Disney movies were very realistic, but the bird singing ruined my
I mean,
immersion.
the lion sings as well. Actually,
Fucking hell, they just keep getting worse, don't they?
He sleeps
it'd be
tonight.
really funny if the Simba was just out of time in the whole like just can't wait to be king
Yeah.
because he has no sense of time because
Yeah.
he's a cat.
I actually
Yeah.
did learn from our comments about remember when I asked about the time? Apparently, the numbers used to just be on a 12 base system, not 10.
12.
Yeah, no, someone did say that.
Yeah.
12, base system 12 actually works way better. 10 is actually pretty dog shit.
It's pretty based.
Wait, why is it so good?
Because 12 divides by more things. So, like,
Ah,
you know how,
true,
like,
yep.
if you cut 10 in half, you get 5.
Yep.
And then 5 is a prime
That's
number.
it. Yep.
Whereas 12 goes 6, then 3, but it also divides by 3. And it also divides by 4. Like, 12 has a lot of multiples, which make
Yeah,
counting easier.
10 fucking sucks.
10 does suck. And we only like it because
Damn.
we're used to it.
Let's cancel 10.
Bring back 12.
Fuck 10.
Bring back the 12.
Our brains love patterns, and music is a pattern, and that releases dopamine.
True. Oh, another thing on 12. Sorry. I really like base 12.
Come on.
People are like, yeah, but we do 10 because we count on our fingers. Sections of your fingers. And it also multiplies things for
Yeah,
you.
on the
So you put up 4
bits.
fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because you see how you got the
That
lines.
seems harder to count, though, than this.
I mean, like you can
Because
look
you got
at
to
them.
go like this. Seems a bit harder.
Hey guys, how many finger segments am I holding up?
That's an
You gotta
11.
be a contortionist. Like,
No, but like you can still use them to count, and also this helps because you're like, what's half of this? Like 6. You know, like what's a third of it? If I say what's a third of your fingers, how are you going to put them down?
cut one off.
If I say put down a quarter,
easily
put down a
solved.
quarter of your fingers. What's
This
a
seems like a very specific use case.
base 12 is really good.
Well, the people who made
Hey,
time came
just
up with base
real
12. They
quick.
got onto something.
Real quick, put down a quarter of your fingers. That's never come up in my life, and I've been alive for 26 years.
But I think
I know
someone
it.
says-
Nobody says put down. It's like what? It's a quarter of 12. Put down one finger. Now count up your sections. 9.
Okay.
What's a quarter of 10? How am I counting that on my fingers?
But how do you ever put up one finger?
What? You
How do
have
you-
to kind of use your imagination to some small degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like just simple.
All
One.
well, you guys.
Can I have one?
You base 10 plebs will learn.
You're
one
also
day.
a base 10 pleb.
Well, I don't want to be.
You're a little base 10.
You guys are
stop
you
it.
guys are cogs in the system.
Peter, I reckon new week challenge. You live in base 12 and then get back to us.
Not really how it works. What? Okay, if I'm going to talk in base 12, can you give me the names of the 2 new numbers I need?
11 and 12.
No, that's your job. You're a base
No.
12.
Jordan, I don't think you understand how bases work.
It's Schmeck and Gluck.
Schmeck and Block.
Schmeck and Block.
And then
Yeah,
you go
okay.
to Schmeckteen and Bluckteen, and then
Yeah.
you go to 20 Schmeck and 20 Block.
Yeah.
Wait, does anyone in the chat know the base 12 numbers, the
No, it's
original?
Schmeck and Gluck.
It's Schmeck and Block.
Okay, Schmeck, and Block.
and Block, bro.
Let's have a look if anyone does know. We have the chat open.
So 10 is now you have Schmeck fingers.
No, 10 is still 10,
Oh, okay.
but I have Schmeck.
So someone
sections.
born in like Texas might have Schmeck fingers.
Yeah, no, Alabama, yeah,
And
yeah.
Gluck.
Oh, Alabama. I was trying to I can't think of the I would have said Tasmania, but Americans don't get that.
No,
so.
you make Australian references. They have to learn one day.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's how Americans got pie. They just kept making references to themselves.
Exactly. Why are we conforming?
Oh,
Americans
yeah.
got what?
Yeah, because there's more Chinese people,
'Cause-
but everything references America
Yeah.
in Australia.
Can you know how you're like, oh, sorry, you guys probably don't know this, but in Australia we have Hungry Jacks. Americans just like, oh yeah, Wendy's, woo, and it's just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I thought that says a lot about American people.
No, it's because we're watching American media.
Yeah.
But yet we're still accommodating to them, even though this is Australian media.
Yeah.
So we got to stop doing that.
Just Vegemite, man. Just say stuff
Only
like that every
Australian
now and then.
references
Just
now on.
Vegemite, man.
So how was your shrimp on the Barbie last night, fellas?
Great, bloody oh.
Oh, I get good.
Sorry, it wasn't funny at all.
Prawn? What is shrimp on the barbie?
It is a prawn.
Peter, I've got a question actually. This is
Zack's
completely
question of the
unrelated.
week.
Question of the week.
Ba-dup-ba-dup-ba-dup.
Thanks, guys. That was a great intro. Why have I never seen you in any of the clothes you bought in the stylist video?
That was Little Z's question
Question
of the week.
Alright, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, guys.
I'd
Don't know the
like
pod.
an answer.
I did wear some of it. I did.
saw
Your
you wearing
hair's
some-
changed
I
back.
don't think I've seen it.
So I wore the jacket, the denim
You
jacket,
still have that? That was
when
a nice
I was
jacket.
down south. It's a bit
I must
overdressy
not
for
have got
me.
my invite.
Yeah.
Cool.
Correct. And I wear the green hoodie all the time. Look, the reason I haven't been wearing the green hoodie out is because you know when you get a new hoodie, the inside feels so fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's so nice and soft and
So
so,
you don't wash
good.
it.
So you don't wash it.
Yeah.
So I can't wear it outside the house because I've just worn it like 10 times, but only around the house.
You
So I
can
haven't-
hand wash it.
I don't want to get it dirty so that I have to wash it because it's currently at the house. But it's gone in the wash now, unfortunately, as of
Oh,
last
wow.
night. I actually
I
put
don't
it in.
know. I don't
Ooh.
know if you'd pass the sniff test getting into our silent disco, dude. Not in that hoodie.
And yeah, the jacket I actually wore down south. It looked pretty dope, actually. I
That's
did
a
take some
sick
good
jacket.
photos. It's because it's outside my comfort zone, so it's not the kind of thing I'm going to wear day to day.
Jordan, I'm feeling a bit ripped off here. Where's our free fucking underdog shopping? Jackson got his expensive pants.
True,
In
his
the-
shorts in
In the
the.
rich video.
Yep.
Peter's got a whole new fit. What
We
have
gotta-
we got?
Zach,
gotta-
you got a whole room in this house funded by the Underdogs.
No, that's defunded.
What? The
He
couches and
has
stuff?
sacrificed this room
Oh,
for the
yeah.
underdogs.
No, it's
yeah,
free.
I always
Nah.
come up and sit in these couches looking at, there's Squirtle
Zach,
on the
that's
shelf.
your decision.
There's a camera over there.
It's like I can decide to wear the clothes. You can decide. to
Lucky
sit
you,
here.
Zach.
He's
This
got
is
you there.
great.
I don't wear the Lululemon shorts very often.
Oh, come on,
Don't
man.
hear me complaining.
The-
Don't hear me
the
complaining.
only other use this room would be is like a casting couch.
Nice. Okay, so you do get use out of it.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
A casting couch.
He
It's
fucks.
like a porn thing. It's like.
Does have 4 mics. You could set it up, get good audio.
Oh,
Really good audio.
What are the
Yeah,
four
one mic
places?
for all my mates.
What are the 4 places you're miking? So there's the 2 people, obviously, for
So
dirty talk.
mouths and then
And then like
mouths and holes.
bits. Yeah.
mouths and holes.
2
Mouths
mouths,
and
2
holes.
holes.
That's what they always say on a porn
no.
shoot. They say mouths and holes.
Mouths and holes.
Tick.
That's what it's all about. Mouths and
go.
holes.
Can we get a mic up on Mouths and Holes, please?
Hole 1, your mic's off.
Amp it up a bit on mic 2.
It's like a lav mic clipped onto like an anal hair.
Oh, Jesus
Is that all we had
Christ.
time for this week?
I fucking hope
Jesus
so.
Christ.
Yeah, look, I can talk about the makeover video a tiny bit more because we probably won't talk about
Oh,
that
yeah,
after
good
this.
call.
Me and Jordan weren't here, so
What did you
I'm
guys think
actually-
of it from the outside?
I
Go.
loved
Very
it.
great.
Very
Fantastic.
great.
Yes.
I'm interested in the behind the scenes, e.g., getting kicked out of Zara.
Was that in
Oh,
the
they
video?
were just
And
they
that
were
sort
just so like wussy about it.
Yeah, they're not interested at all, hey?
They were just like, we were just like, okay, we're just filming this thing. And like, firstly, we're like in the change room filming, which I can understand as a privacy issue because like if there's other people there, it's meant
Yeah.
to be a private area, that's fine. But we were the only people there. And then we're like, okay, will it be okay if we like, if I get changed and then I come out into like the main public area to show off like the fit and then I go back in and stuff. And there was this one there was this one guy there who clearly wasn't getting paid enough to deal with this shit
Yep.
because he just didn't really care. But he was like, yeah, look, it's kind of like out of my hands. I think you guys are doing it fine, but I have to tell you this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well then you want to get the person to tell us who actually does care because like if you don't have a good reason, then like can we actually talk to these people who are actually going to reason with us? And they just didn't really want to have anything to do with us.
The best is when you were like, oh, other people like taking photos on their phones of their outfits. Is that allowed?
Yeah.
And the girl was like, nah. It's like,
Yeah, you're like, you know, like if someone, because everyone, like a lot of girls, they'll take a picture in a fit and send it to
Yeah.
a friend or something and be like, what do you think
Illegal.
of this?
yeah.
Apparently not allowed to do that
Not
at
allowed.
Zara.
No, it's a whole different thing because you guys had big camera with, I'm guessing, a shotgun microphone on top.
Yeah.
Looks so much more professional than someone holding an iPhone.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Like,
but I was
next
just
time-
pointing out the double standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time we'll just go to. I'm looking at getting a new phone. We're thinking of getting the.
Is this going to be a video or?
No, like I was just thinking of getting the iPhone for like the cameras on phones are really good these days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
We should
Yeah.
just do some of this vlogging with now that we got the lav mics.
Yeah,
just
true.
do lav mic and bring your phone.
Yeah, I've
because,
also got a good camera on mine, so
yeah,
like
you
I can
feel
also do
That's
that.
so easy.
so much less awkward about like taking round.
Yeah.
That would have been
vlogging
great for
phone
like the
camera.
hostel thing as well.
Yeah, probably should have just. I mean, I'm a very big fan of like higher production quality, but then stuff like that you don't need it.
Just for the ease, like remember when we were trying to get that wasn't in the video at all, was it? When we went to the it was the bar, the
Yeah.
drinks place, and then she was like, what are you doing?
I
Filming?
mean, it looked nice, but like probably not worth.
It isn't worth the trouble and the awkwardness in some situations.
Yeah.
But
Also,
yeah.
the attention you're just naturally going to gather by someone holding a big camera
Yeah.
compared to just a phone. Everyone has a phone
Like
out
when
now.
we were in the Nescafe store and I was
Yeah.
trying to hide it when we were getting.
Yeah.
You feel like you
swindling our
need
free
to
coffee.
ask permission to film in places where on a phone you're just like, this is the coffee shop. Like, you
Yeah.
know,
People
other
do that
places
all the
you're like,
time. It's just like a panorama of
yeah,
wherever the hell they are.
just doing my story. Like, but it's just a completely different energy when you have like a DSLR
Which is
or a
stupid. It's the
mirrorless.
exact same shit.
This is
Yeah.
what Peter's point was.
This
That
was basically what I was
really
saying in the
good.
change room, and then they were just like being kind of wussy about it, and then we were like, "Do you see the part of the video? It's like they've asked us to not film in here, so we're filming in here because we were just like, just come in the change room with me, just get in here. They're not gonna come in and stop us.
Other than that, it was really fun. It took a long time, and Peter and I both have shopping burnout, which hit us pretty hard
We
at
were
the end.
fading so
Damn,
hard.
yeah, I would have cooked.
But
I reckon I would have been good.
Yeah,
I can spend a full day at the shops and
Oh.
But that's when it's like I would have burnout if it was shopping for someone else. I like shopping for myself.
yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
I don't think Peter likes all the attention on him. I feel
No,
like that kind of
I am
wore you
not
out.
in that kind of situation. I do not like. Believe it or not, the guy with the YouTube channel who we're on the podcast where they're talking about their lives doesn't really like all the attention on him.
But it's different because I feel like that's more out of your comfort zone. Than
Definitely,
like,
definitely.
Being a YouTuber and like presenting yourself how you want is like that's way more in your comfort zone. But then it's like you don't really know what's going to happen, and you're not a big getting a makeover guy. Like you don't do like that much like shopping and being like that sort of thing, right?
I felt self-conscious quite a lot when I was watching the video back, because it's literally just like, look at yourself in this outfit. Do you look good or bad? And it's just
Yeah,
like, ooh,
right.
it's like really like, and
Yeah,
I'm
well,
like,
fashion is quite self-indulgent.
it is, and
Yeah.
I'm not into fashion either.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, man, I look so awkward in this one because I don't know what to do in these clothes, and I'm very critical of myself because that's the only things that you would notice.
Oh, see, it was such a great, like, fun video to watch because it's almost like, I don't know, it's just something that you would never do yourself.
Yeah.
And so you just get to watch all these different, like, colors and clothes. You're like, wow.
Yeah, I did. I actually felt like I did learn stuff about fashion because I went shopping yesterday again, and I was getting burnt out again. I was thinking about that when Jackson was talking about it, but I actually felt like I was more willing to try new things. So I actually did learn from this video a
Oh,
bit.
nice.
And
oh, 100%.
We love
also,
a lesson.
the mentality of why would you buy something at a shop when you don't really like it? Like sometimes in the past, I've gone to shops and I've bought a few items where it's just like, I'm like, yeah, I kind of need this stuff. And then I get home and I'm like, why did I buy that?
Never
I
gonna wear
already
this.
have stuff at home that is similar that I already actually like, and I'm not in love with this and I don't need it. And I think that's something that our stylist, Fiona, was saying to me. And I was saying, is this something that only wealthy people do? And she kind of came back with saying, like, if you get something that you're going to wear and it's not going to get stuck at the back of your wardrobe forever, and you're going to like wear it most days, it's going to be in the cycle of clothes you wear and get washed. If you spent, say, $300 hiring out a stylist for like this number of hours and then got a whole wardrobe full of stuff that you actually like, it actually saves you money.
Yeah.
Because you're not
true.
just buying shit that you're not going to use.
She's good, isn't she? Now
She
you want a
re-
stylist.
Look, I wouldn't like. It's still an indulgent thing to do, and I'm
Definitely.
not trying to defend that. But I can actually see the value in it instead of it just being silly.
Yeah, you and I were both in the same boat of like, what is the point? Like,
Compared
if this wasn't a video, we'd never do this.
But if you were someone who does have a lot of money and then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you do buy expensive clothes anyway, and then you're like, oh, this one actually wasn't that good, and then you buy more.
yeah, you
yeah,
might
that
as well
makes
get something
sense.
you like and know what looks good on you a bit easier.
I think the interesting thing is like trying things that you're like, oh, that won't look good on me.
Yeah.
And then I've had some of my favorite items of clothing. Maddie's been like, oh, I really like this. And I'm just like, it's like too out there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's too out there. Like, I don't think I can pull this off. It won't look good on me. Then she'll be like, oh, just try it on. Then I like wear it and I'm like, fuck, this is so good.
Yeah.
And then I'll end up buying it even though I'm still like, oh, I don't know if I can pull it off. But the thing is, like, you can pull anything off if you just like
Confidence.
go out and you're wearing it and
Yep.
you're confident.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
And then
the
it's like
biggest thing.
people look at you wearing it, and as long as you don't look like a fucking like shy little idiot, or as long as you're not like looking squirming, it's like they're gonna be like, oh wow, he's pulling that off because
Yeah.
he's wearing it, unless it really doesn't suit you.
Yeah, it has to be terrible.
But
to
like
be
some of
bad.
my favorite things, I like at first was like no way, and then I tried it on and I was like, oh.
When I see people in like interesting stuff, I never think that looks bad. I just think that looks interesting.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, you're never
It's-
like, whoa, they're crazy for wearing that. You're just
it's
like, oh, wow,
that's an interesting
cool.
look, and it's nothing you would consider. Like we're not fashionistas, any of us, by any like stretch of the
No.
No,
imagination.
sir.
But it is good to it feels good to like look good in your own opinion. You know what I mean? Like it feels good.
That
So,
being said, who's
Yeah.
next?
and the
I
fashion
think
maker.
Jordan would be the
I
funniest.
think Jordan too.
I'll
I
keep
think
my
Jordan-
hair growing.
You got to
Start
grow the
growing.
hair. That's the main
Yeah.
thing, because you've had a pretty similar haircut for a long time,
Yes.
like me.
Definitely.
Like
You
we
both
always
have had the same haircut
We
forever.
always get the same haircut.
I've
Yeah.
reverted back to my old one.
Mine always
Yeah.
just grows, and then like I see the hairdresser every 2 or 3 months. I'm like, yeah, short again.
Yeah.
And they're like, whoa, really? That's pretty short. And I'm like, yeah, I just don't come
Don't
here
want to come
much.
as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of hate you guys.
So yeah.
I'm trying to think what haircut would look good on Jordan.
See, I didn't think the haircut. I didn't envision what haircut they were going to do to me. And although, like, to be completely honest, I don't think I really loved it because it was so different. In like Jackson thought it looked good.
I
Sophie
think it
thought it
looks
looked
amazing.
good.
It's
And
not your style, but it was a good haircut.
yeah, look, and like, I read a lot of the comments for this video, and some like it was so divided on just that specifically.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh yeah, people like so many people because I think people forget that it's like someone you're talking about, and they just think that you're an object, and so they're just
YouTubers
like,
don't read the comments.
yeah, there's like.
That looks like shit.
There's a bunch of people being like, damn, he's looking fresh, yo. And then some people being like, wow, they made him from sexy to an absolute ugly fuckboy. And I'm just like they were so extreme. I think people forget that they could just say that shit online.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't care. That's the reason we posted the video. But like,
You ended up with more layers on your chest.
yeah. So yeah, like the haircut was pretty different.
On, take the shirt off. The comment is.
Yeah, it's pretty divided. So it's interesting. It's interesting.
I would love to give Jordan, although you're looking fresh today
Oh,
in the
thank
suit.
you. Yeah, I just wear this, you know.
wonder why. Wonder what video we recorded today.
It'll be out in 2 months.
I think that's about it for today's
have a look.
podcast.
Yeah.
That's
right?
probably about an hour, right?
We've been flowing
How
pretty good
long's it
today.
been?
We've been going.
Keep it going in
Could
the
be longer.
post show. Have a chat to the chat.
Do you even know where to look? It's
1 hour and 3 minutes.
hour and 3 minutes.
That's how long we usually
thank you
go for.
everyone for watching. Head on over to patreon.com/underdogspod for an extended episode that we're going to be recording right now. And we're going to be answering some viewer questions.
I gotta do a wee.